Welcome to Polite Discomfort. Let's be polite about things that really shouldn't be. Back then, when Coca-Cola created Real Christmas and added Santa Claus whilst they were at it, you could still get them. Poppies in gift boxes, wearing a red bow, handed over by Daddy under the Christmas tree. Those were the days, back when you were still allowed to show that. In films, in adverts, in families who always looked as though they had not only a therapist but their own personal staff. Everyone wore white turtlenecks, nobody sweated, nobody shouted, and the dog was freshly bathed, emotionally grounded, and, miraculously, house-trained from minute one. A fantasy so persistent that it survived not only every marketing campaign, but Christmas itself. In the old days, you could simply say that little Lara Marie was getting a puppy for Christmas because you couldn't bear the little brats whining anymore. These days, you have to mention dogs at Christmas in a whisper, the way other people whisper divorces. Now the official line is, "We were planning to adopt a dog anyway, for educational reasons, obviously." Apparently, Lara Marie now needs to learn to take responsibility. At 7, of course. That's considered the human thing, and, as one says at Christmas, the Christian thing. But back then, everything was better anyway. And the dog was still part of the festive kitsch. Today he still comes with a red bow, but without the box. Apparently we no longer do that. Also, for the sake of animal rights and all that. We are very advanced now. But of course, everyone still expects the glossy sentimentality 90s Christmas advert. And once the moment finally arrives, the whole family collectively stops breathing. Mom lifts her phone for the digital family album. Aunt Sandra cries, partly from emotion, partly because the mulled wine had stopped being a drink and become a commitment. And Lara Marie squeals with delight, as though she'd not only been given a puppy, but also her own streaming service and the end of homework forever. Daddy is now officially the bestest daddy in the world. At least until December 27th, or until the puppy destroys a favorite Barbie, whichever comes first. And of course the puppy instantly becomes her bestest friend. She clutches him awkwardly, he tries to breathe, and everyone agrees this is it. The story of Christmas, of love, goodness, family. So touching, you immediately feel the urge to donate something. Money, blood, organs. You could feel that way all year, but only at Christmas does it feel this complete and this much like a successful marketing strategy. Just like a puppy in fairy lights. Emotional, decorative, and heartwarming on command. A few minutes later, the puppy is running joyful laps around the tree, chewing his pretty ribbon in between. The tree leans dangerously towards the Star of Bethlehem, and Grandma develops a sudden existential fear for her hip replacement. Nobody could have seen that coming. In the Coca-Cola version, she sits quietly on the sofa, knitting and smiling like she's on medication. And whilst the tree slowly fights its way back to vertical, Lara Marie discovers the responsibility she's meant to carry has a sound. A loud one, a crack, a thump. Is that Father Christmas already? And where actually is the dog? Oh, somewhere in the house. Playing with and eating something definitely not meant for him, and very likely very expensive. In adverts, soft music would begin here. In reality, Google does. Poppy ate baby Jesus, followed by return dog, how to. And suddenly the family realizes that the bestest daddy in the world is in fact the one who now has to explain everything. The nativity incident, the mess in the hallway, Grandma's near-death wobble, and why I love you is not a complete training method. Lara Marie cries because the puppy won't sit even though she screamed it 3 times. And the puppy cries because Lara Marie screamed. And somewhere between the two lies the first quiet suspicion that this puppy may not, after all, be a Disney character. And they all lived happily ever after. Well, the family did. The puppy, one hopes. Merry Christmas. Cheers.